going on, guys? Welcome back. Another Next Gen Madden 15 video, PS4. Please do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter, Shutdown Safety is my username. Arizona Cardinals, Carolina Panthers, and homage to today's playoff game. Myself, BB Resurrect here, going to run it for you at speed. We'll ask you to go back, take a look at my Browns quarterback video from yesterday. Hope you guys like that, like doing the NFL commentary. I'm going to try to do a little bit more. Wanted to talk about line interactions, and these plays actually give me two great things to look at. So what we're going to look at down here is my front four offensive line versus two defensive tackles. And these are pretty respectable defensive tackles, in my opinion. Class Campbell, Frosty Rucker. Most of this centers around Ryan Khalil. I mean, Khalil looks like he's going to come off here and do a double team, and then he decides to break off, and it looks like he gets hooked looking at the linebacker, number 51 there. And he ends up maybe running over as if he's going to block him, but can't. It triggers this really weird triple block between 70, 63, and Campbell. And look at what happens. It's almost as if he runs in, but he's still locked on this linebacker. You see how his head tracking still has him toward the linebacker. They kind of interact off a little bit. Then it looks like he's going to run away from this interaction. But what this does is it actually pushes Turner over into Rutger, and then Rutger actually releases from 66. And it's just so weird to see the line play like this. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen players do this to each other. I mean, basically just blindly run into one another while they're trying to block, and then release Rucker and Campbell. They get released almost instantaneously. Now, the other thing that we're going to go look at is really one of the weirdest kind of fakes or spins I've seen done. You know, we're going to just look at this at speed for the sake of looking at it at speed. It's an interception. I really don't have a problem with any of it, but to show you guys the entirety of the play, not really sure how I feel about that lineman running down the corner, but, you know, it happened, so we'll deal with it. But take a look at what exactly happens up here. Larson starts to block 98, and to me, it looks like 98 gets in a motion here as if there's two players when there's not. You see, he kind of does this extra kind of, I don't know what you would call it. I really don't. It looks like he does this extra wind-up with his arm. Then look at this giant arc that he decides to run into. And look at it in perspective of the lineman. I mean, what is he doing? Have you ever seen any defensive tackle run 6 yards away from the offensive lineman to try to go get like a running start at him? And they actually run together, if you notice. They actually run in together. And then all of a sudden, he really starts to get him, and he has his total balance off. You can see Larson, it's terrible form. I mean, if you want to say Larson's getting beat from that position, I guess okay. But he's basically just getting power rushed. But look at how this game handles these animation transitions. I mean, tell me how his hand is not right through my face here. I mean, it's not even like you can't tell that it's there. It's so blatantly obvious that his hand is just in my skull. I mean, why do we continue to have these giant issues with clipping in this game? I mean, if anything, should that not be an illegal hands to the face penalty? His hand is literally through my face. I mean, you're going to tell me this is not a hands to the face penalty in this game? Just, again, it doesn't have too much of an impact on the play, but, you know, when you look at it at speed, it looks terrible. Love to know your guys' opinions on this. Appreciate you checking these videos out. I'll be back later in the day with more content.